Hi guys, it's Mango and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to have my second movie review, which is for a movie that I have anticipated and really wanted to watch for a while, since it was put in the productions and announced that it's going to be created. That movie is Fly Me to the Moon, which stars Channing Tatum and Scarlett Johansson, Anna Garcia and Woody Harrelson. Now, I personally love movies about science. It's my go-to. I really enjoy them, and this movie was no different. It explains exactly how Apollo 11 made it to the moon, allegedly, because in this movie they go all about the conspiracy theories where they say that it was actually a fake video that everyone saw on their television screens in the 60s, and that moon landing never actually happened. Now that is what the movie is basically about, and you can even see it in the trailer where they emphasize that. Scarlett Johansson plays Kelly Jones, who is a marketing executive, and she was hired by the president and his staff to fake the moon landing just in case the actual moon landing goes wrong. So that is the plot of the movie, and in the midst of that there's a flirtatious vibe and romance between Scarlett Johansson and Channing Tatum's character. Now in this movie, Channing Tatum has a much more serious role, and he did not take his shirt off, not even once. I do remember once when Channing Tatum said that he really wants to do at least one movie where he doesn't have to take his shirt off, and this one was it. He plays a scientist called Cole Davis who works very hard to make Apollo 11 happen. Now, I do not want to give any spoilers, so don't worry. This is 100% just my opinion about the making, the storyline, and my opinion about whether or not I enjoyed the movie. For me, I was very excited for this movie because of the cast and the storyline behind it, because I also have my doubts about the moon landing. That is just my opinion. But I do believe that it was orchestrated, or tried to be orchestrated, to make America beat Russia, who was also trying to land on the moon and were the first people to go around the moon and start the space missions and everything else going on at that time. So I do believe that the conspiracy theory behind the moon landing does have a basis, and there is also a rumor out there that Stanley Kubrick is behind the video that was broadcasted in 1969 of the first man on the moon. Now in this movie, it's all surrounded about that idea, and you can see how it's created, born, and what drove them to want to have that backup and create that mission to sell the idea to the audience and the public that the first man on the moon is from the United States. Now, for me, Scarlett Johansson in the recent years has really cemented her name in one of the best actresses in Hollywood, especially with her double Oscar nomination a few years ago. She really is doing great work, and this is another one because I believe that she stole the show with her character in this movie. Channing Tatum, I have seen him in many other movies. I do really like him as an actor, especially in his movie Dog, which he wrote and directed for his dog. I really advise you guys to watch it, because for me, he gave one of the best acting performances I've seen from an actor recently, and the entire movie is just so heartwarming. Definitely a must watch. But this is also another very good character. I really like Channing Tatum's portrayal of Cole Davis. He did an excellent job. He was funny when it was needed, and he was serious when it wasn't. He played the role beautifully, and he was bubbly and lovely as always on screen. He's always someone very positive in every character that he plays. Just like Woody Harrelson, who I adore, and he has one of the best filmographies in Hollywood, and he played this part of the agent so well that even you will not like him. Even though he's one of the most loving people in Hollywood, he does put you in question. As always, another great performance by Woody Harrelson, who really complimented every scene he was in. And although he's not in many of the scenes and most of the movie, whenever he was in a scene, it completely changed the vibe of the movie. He played a significant role in it, and he was very enjoyable and comedic in his very serious character. Greg Berlanti directed this, and I think he did a great job in giving the vibe of the 60s. The cinematography was beautiful. The scenes were captured very well and very nicely. The studios, the space station, everything was wonderful. I love the wide shots of Channing sitting on his car and just looking at the moon and the stars. It really does take you to the 60s and back to the moon landing, and everyone being excited about it being broadcasted, and how they even came up with the broadcasting idea, which I thought was a very nice touch and a very good idea to add in the movie. So the color scheme that they chose to emphasize on in this movie, it's a very colorful styled movie. It was spot on. You always want a flash of color when you're talking about space, and it just feels so warm when you watch it. So it's definitely a chilled, laid-back movie to watch. Now, it is considered a comedy romance, and there was definitely romance in it. Very cute, nerdy, flirtatious romance between Channing and Scarlett Johansson's character. But I didn't find it as comedic as a full comedy is supposed to be. I didn't find it as funny. It could be just me, but I found most of the jokes quite stereotypical. There were some scenes which were very funny, but overall I wouldn't consider it a comedy, more of just a romance science movie. But it's very, very nice to just watch when you want to relax mentally, watch a nice heartfelt movie, feel cozy at home. It's definitely a go-to. So I would definitely recommend this movie. It reached its expectations, although the ending scene, I wasn't sure where the storyline was going to go. I think they could have done it a bit better, but that is just my opinion. It is a very loving, relaxed, romantic movie where you just really go through the 60s era and the space landing and just take in all the vibe. Great acting, really chilled movie, cute script, and a lovely directing. So I definitely recommend it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you liked it. Please like, share and subscribe. And if you've watched Fly Me to the Moon, comment below what you thought of it, if you liked it, and what your favorite science movie is. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.